Hello everybody, welcome back to Sarah Plays Vlad von Carstein in Immortal Empires with the Grimhammer mod. So let's just take a look here. So right now I have fairly secure borders. I think, let me just check. I'm not at war with anybody. Wow, I'm only rank 109. That's not ideal. Who's strong? Oh, Ungrim. Oh, I don't know if I want to go to war with Ungrim. And Azag. Interesting. Maybe they'll fight each other. Oh, no, I don't think Azag is... I mean, he's not too far from Ungrim. Ungrim's at war with Red Eye. That's not going to last long. So, alrighty. Well, I don't know who I should fight, because I don't know that I really want to go after Ungrim. Okay, so there's a lot of things that I don't really know because of the mod. So this Night Court Supremacy feels like a mod thing. I'm not really sure. But I also did notice I do have 3 blood kisses. So I could choose a bloodline. And I was looking at these after the last time I played just to get a sense of what I might want to do. So I want to say in the past I've gone with the dragon or the Lamian. I can't remember. Von Carstein's actually pretty good. So I don't know how much this changes because I wasn't super familiar with them from before the mod. So this gives me a headhunter ability, which is a debuff for lords and heroes, which is really nice. And unit capacity for these Scarlet Knights, which if I'm going for cavalry would be kind of neat. And then this just gives a glorious charge for cavalry and extra unit capacity. And then this rights cost 1 blood kiss, but immune to attrition from lack of corruption. That's kind of nice. Unit experience gain. So that's that one. For Von Carstein, enemy battle reinforcement, Sylvanian crossbowmen, control. But then eventually you get to constant casualty replenishment rate, which is good. And this one is armies replenish in foreign territory, physical resistance when defending, etc., etc. Lamian is campaign line of sight and blood mercenaries, which these are just the like free company militia from at least the unit card looks like that. And lowered missile weapon range during battles. That would be pretty good against like the Empire. And immune to diplomatic penalties from trespassing. This one, Necrarch, is recruit rank for units recruited via Raised Dead. That's pretty decent miscast base chance. Spellbreakers. I haven't really looked into what these are. This looks like a pile of poop, but I see it's like the Winds of Magic thing. It's not actually just green poop. Okay, so they can disrupt spellcasting because of the silenced effect. That's kind of neat. This is passive ability, Greater Magic Bond. Alright, so that's power recharge. And then this is Face of Death. Oh, wow, that's a nice debuff. Summons the unit of zombies and gives some debuff. And then the Strigoi, Vampire Corruption, and Feral Strigoi. What do they get? Is that Rampage? I'm assuming if they're feral. Yeah. And then this is Campaign Movement Range for armies, which is nice, and then some ambush, success, defense, stuff like that. So I think I'm going to go with Blood Dragon because I think that looks cool. So Blood Dragon, and I think I might swap him for this guy. So Rudiger zu Krugenheim. Pop him in there. So he has, holy cow. So he's good for Graveguard, which is nice, but also I could go for cavalry, but I might just do, let's see, Graveguard, honor or death. It's a buff. Wraith touched. Oh, he likes wraiths too. Missile resistance, physical resistance, or replenishes ward, save, and ling siege, armor, Oh no, these are different than... No, they're not. I don't know what's what. Okay, so yeah, so it's either Grave Sentinels or Doom Rider, which would be nice if I have cavalry in this army, but I might go with Disciple of Abarash. And then he also gets the hunger and all of that stuff. So that's pretty sweet. Can I... I still can't get any heroes because I haven't built those buildings up enough yet. So Wartshofen, where this is growth. That would also allow me to get a Necromancer. And I know Necromancers aren't the best hero, but they're better than nothing. So let me do that, and I can do Swartzhafen, but that doesn't allow me to recruit. Could recruit zombies, but just one zombie. So maybe do I hold off on Swartzhafen and recruit a Crypt Ghoul? And then maybe some skeleton boys. Oh, I could get a corpse cart. But only one. No. No, I could get both. Yeah, I don't know why I wanted both, but I think they're cool. So, that's what we did. Alright, so Rudiger, I will work on building up an army for him. But we also have these guys. Now, I'm really nervous because if I go to war with Zufbar, surely they're friends with Ungrim. They're friends with the Empire, so that's going to get us into a lot of trouble. Draika might be near diplomacy. Maybe. I don't know. She's also not very strong, though. So for the time being, I don't know who to attack. Or do I just, like, hang out for a minute and try to increase my armies? Because that's an option. It's not a very exciting option, but it's an option. For right now, I'm going to just leave it where I'm at and see if anything happens over this turn. Because also with Grimhammer, I just don't know how bad things can get for me. So I'm trying to take it slow, but normally I might attack the dwarves. But the dwarves will wipe the floor with me, so I'm very scared. Very scared. I'm already afraid that Zufbar is going to just preemptively declare war on me. Although Gomrund Damon doesn't have an army really, so I don't think he'd be able to take Drakenhof. And he's just hanging out, camping out there, so. Alright, so raise 30 new units and get some very little money and Razor Standard. Okay, so now Lewin's at war with Heinrich. Ooh, what's this? Spirit Host. That looks cool. Ooh, man, I kind of want that. Ethereal support. Alright, so let's see. Ethereal. Alright, support. Preferably used in aiding allied units in exposed flanks of enemies, of allies or enemies in comparison to fighting enemy on fair grounds. Okay, regeneration. Special aura. So they have an enfeeble attack, aura, hex, whatever. So that's nice. They have regeneration. They have regeneration. Perfect vigor. Vanguard deployment, Strider, Stalk. Dang. Well, the physical resistance comes from the etherealness, doesn't it? Missile resistance 50 is still pretty good. Causes fear and undead. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get these guys. There goes all my money, but that's okay. I'm going to put a money building minus 20. Dang. Growth is good, but money is also good. Oh, control, that's bad. Vampire corruption, provincial instability. Okay, so that's going down. Can't build anything here. Oh, man, I don't know.
Unstoppable.
Because this is just growth and winds of magic. And gives me zombies and fell bats. It's not like the best thing in the world. So let's see. Upkeep. I'm going to just do upkeep. So control, but diplomatic relations with the Empire. Now, if I take this off and do growth, that gives me a -4 control. But I'm hanging out here with my army. So I think we're going to try that and see. So it will take away the commandment and give me a -4. So is that a net -10? Which would give me still a +2 overall. Yikes. That's why my income's so low, is I've got -30% and upkeep +1% for lords and heroes. Good gravy. So this may be just a little boring to start, and I apologize, but oh, I can only get 2. That's so sad. Maybe I should do... Yeah, raised dead is the same cost. So yeah, I'm just kind of like hanging out here for right now because I want to see what happens and like work on building up my buildings and such. At this point, I don't know how aggressive I want to be with Vlad, because that's where I get myself into bad situations. See my Gorbad campaign. Alright, so still nothing with Ungrim. And we'll see what Zefbar does. Again, they're just on the edge of my territory camping out. Oops, I got a caravan. It scared me for a second. I saw the attrition symbol and I thought it was an enemy from somewhere. And I was like, wait, I didn't think I was at war with anybody. They're just dropping off supplies. You know, the undead need to eat too. And actually, I don't know that they necessarily eat, but... Be at war with the Zufbar, and I get money and dwarf spy. Who's the Zufbar at war with? Anybody? Vlad von Carstein. So yeah, now we're at -6 because of collected income difficulty. Maybe I should put it back on. Casualty or punishment income. Maybe I should put it back on control for right now. I'm going to do a little swapping out here. So if I take Vlad and take him over here, and I'm going to move Rudiger over to Eschen and then maybe to Waldenhof. Because I think I'm going to need to just be prepared. Not that the zombies are really going to be able to do anything. So I could still get just more zombies. Just 2. Yeah. So he's just going to have some zombies for right now. Are we closer? No, we're not any closer. The Rebel Lords of Nanyang. I don't know that I want to be friends with you guys. You're not really going to do much for me, so I'm going to hold off on that. Okay, so...
For the wisdom of Valea, my axe thirsts for
He's got a lot of thunders and a lot of grudge throwers. And a lot of dwarf warriors, which would really decimate my army, I think. But he's only a level 2. So I think I might do it next turn. And then we can see how Isabella and Vlad do now that, just taking a look here. He does have the hunger. And yeah, Invocation of Nehek is good. She has that. Vlad does not. She has the Raised Dead. Gaze of Nagash will be nice to have as well. Alright. I'm gonna regret this because the moment I go to war with Zufbar, I'm sure Ungrim's going to declare war on me. I think it's built into the code of the AI. Although, watch him go to war with me right now. Oh, no. Okay, dodge that bullet. Listen, I'm not being aggressive to you, Ungrim. You go fight whoever you want to, wherever you want to. Just leave me and my matters alone. But I don't know that there's anybody I can ask for money to go to war with Zufbar. Okay, and he's recruited more. And Zufbar might be his main settlement. Oh, Sterland and Reichland. Oh, Wesleyan and all. Oh. Okay, so I got some more money from that. Night Shroud. Okay. So there's not much of a garrison there right now, and it's just miners. But Barrendon Stoneheart could easily swoop in and take Castle Drakenhof, although...
My axe thirsts for war, for the wisdom of Valea.
Oakenhammer has a little bit more of a garrison. Drakenhof has a pretty big garrison. And I'm tempted to go to tier 3, and that would give me access to some fancy units. Oh, and I do want to get to tier 3 fast because I want to get to this building. Mausoleum of the Mad Count. Because that'll help me with my heroes. I can get some vampires. Vampiresses. Alright, do we do this? Do I do this? I think I do. I think I do. Oh, hold on. Let me just look. I'm so scared. So, have I met Skull Takers? You serious stupid. Okay, we've done it. It's ripped the band-aid off. We did it. We ripped the band-aid off. Oh, good golly, did they put that ancillary on him? Dwarf Spy, put that on. Actually, hold up. I want to put it on this guy because he's just camping out, so that'll be good for his area. Oh, what have I done? So the auto-resolve most assuredly is going to give me a valiant defeat. Is this a settlement battle? It's not. 'Tis not. Now, I probably would put this on Isabella, vigor loss reduction, and passive ability hex. Put that on those guys. Now, do I try to encircle them? Because there is the potential that Gomrund is going to come over to assist. He actually might not be able to get close enough. I don't know if he underweighs over, if he would be able to or not. Oh yeah, Guildmaster. I think that's a Grimhammer Lord.
Do you take me for a wizard?
Alright, so I think I might just keep throwing in zombies just because they're cheap. So I could get some dire wolves. They're expensive though. Everything's so expensive. Ooh, Black Knights I could get actually for Vlad. Oh no, he can't because he's...
Bring them death!
Yeah, he's not in that territory, which stinks. I'm gonna just keep getting zombies. Well, hold please. Let me check my... I'm all over the place. all over the place. Actually, let me do this. So this is income, wine, and control. We're going to go with that. And we'll go with growth Eshen. Eshen is, yeah, right there. Okay. So that is, it's weird that, like, these are a province and then, like, Eshen and these are a province. I get confused about that, but. All right. So rebel lords, they would want to trade
Perhaps we can work together.
200. But I would get
Conduct yourself with clarity.
145. I'm gonna wait. They'll probably get wiped out, but that's okay. All right, so let's see. I think we're gonna end up fighting a big battle. Alright, so no moves from Ungrim. Now we just have to contend with Barrendon Stoneheart. So like I said, this is likely going to be a really big battle. And if my past, if the past is any indication... Okay, yeah, valiant defeat, high casualties. Oh, he was able to reinforce. Now that's just dumb. I wonder though if I retreat, if I can break it up. I don't think I'll be able to, but I'm gonna try. Nope, I guess that didn't go the way I wanted it to. But now I might be able to take Zufbar. It's just Castle Drakenhof is now kind of exposed. Oh, I can't.
Very well. It is done.
Okay, so now I'm gonna head this direction.
I shall enslave the world.
In my new camp stance that I've got.
What?
Alright, so this... I thought I changed it. I didn't. I thought I did. Whoopsie.
More sleep,
So we're gonna have to contend with a rebellion. If I take income off temporarily, I can hold off until the commandment goes into effect. Do I want Schwarzhofen or over here, Waldenhof? I can't quite do both, it looks like. But I can get more wine and control here.
I will alone.
And I could raise another zombie. Not that zombies are gonna do anything, because I'm not Helman Gorst. Skarsnik. I will. I need allies. I don't know if Skarsnik is a good ally to have or not, but... And 348. I'll trade with you. Okay, so I got a little bit more money now, but not much.
All shall know me and tremble.
Yeah, so can't really get any good units here either. It looks like, I don't know if we'll be able to fight a battle for this in this one. I have a feeling they're going to go after Drakenhof, which is going to really stink. Because Vlad is not in a position to take Drakenhof. Oh, I might have messed up. Probably should have just tried to fight that big battle, but I got scared. So they likely are going to go after Drakenhof, and with both of those armies, they would likely, I mean, they would be able to take it. And then it's going to go back down to like tier 1 and be damaged. I have to build up to tier. Oh no, they didn't. They went after me. Can I retreat? Okay, I cannot. So now I don't have the garrison, and I've got a little bit of damage, but we're going to have to try to fight this. It's going to be a long one. What's the map look like? Oh, interesting. don't know that I love this map. Alright, I'll give it a shot. I have a feeling this might be a multiple battle situation. I don't think I can win. I mean, it remains to be seen if I can win this at all, let alone on the first try. So that's what I'm gonna see if we can win it at all. If I get close, then you know that might help. But I'm not thinking this is gonna go well. They have artillery. So unlike fighting the other vampire counts, they've got artillery and a lot of firearms. And I have nothing. I have not of that. And we all know I've done so well fighting the dwarves again with Gorbad. So, woohoo. So I would like to... So I know my army can vanguard deploy. I'm tempted to have my army hang back here. And the reason for that is to try to not get super hit by artillery and such. Oh, those guys are also like tons of them, like the zombies. They look really awesome though. Alright, and then I have some cavalry. And oh, forgot about these guys. Okay, and these guys. So they're still on foot, which is not ideal. I am curious how much damage the three of them can do. So this may be a failed experiment. So just to let everybody know kind of where my head's at, I am going to try something with this that's not likely to work, but I'm just curious how it can go down. So I'm sending these guys in, especially Vlad the dad. They're not going to have great missile resistance. Oof. Yeah, no, that's not great. Gonna just cast an invocation on her. And let's see. I don't have very good winds of magic, so that's not gonna be good. Oh yeah, no, this isn't going well. All right, so I'm just trying to see how this can work, and it's not good because they're armor piercing, and I have no winds of magic, so I am gonna need my army to come in, and they're firing at my cavalry. So yeah, this is. They can't solo. They're not strong enough yet. Vlad's not. And so at this point, I'm just going to bring the rest of the army in, but they're going to die before the army even gets here, so. Well, this is going to be a quick battle, so I'll at least know not to do this. Because they're not really doing any damage to the other people either. I honestly am nervous about this even working at all. Okay, so my one hero died. Isabel and Vlad are hanging in there, but they're getting shot at by thunderers, so that's not gonna work out well. What if I put some zombies in here? Yeah, now the reinforcements are coming in. Their regeneration's like, we can't keep up with this, guys. I wish there was more friendly fire. Alright, yeah, so they're already crumbling. My poor slow army. Yeah, I'll definitely have to rethink this strategy. Again, this was an experiment I didn't expect to go well. Alright, Vlad's crumbling. That's never a good sign. He's got 24 kills and she's only got 8. So these guys have 12 and 3. So yeah, definitely not ideal. So now it's just Isabella. I don't think she's gonna hold out for very long. Funny how, like, actually their guys are frightened. Okay, these guys are crumbling. These guys have strong binding even though their lord is dead. The other guys might as well fight while you can. Hang in there, Isabel. She's not gonna hang in there. She did, in fact, not hang in there. So, could cast another zombie. Yes, the rest of my army. Okay, Isabella's gone, so everybody else is gonna probably die very quickly. So we're basically just gonna see how this goes. See how long it takes to die. Clump them up. Alright, so these guys are getting shot up pretty good. But just fight them in the trees. But I do think, like, when I try it again, I might try to engage in the trees to maybe help mitigate some of the damage from the thunderers and whatnot. And some of them are fleeing, but not before I'm gonna get wiped out. I need more Graveguard. So we'll just call this a video on what not to do when fighting the dwarves as Vlad. Don't try to solo dwarves. And you know, in the back of my mind, I knew this was going to happen. I just kind of wanted to see how bad it would be. See, and when I get clumped up like this, their mining charges apparently don't do friendly fire, which I think is just the dumbest thing. I feel like they should do friendly fire, but apparently they don't, so that's not fair. Because if you're throwing grenades into melee with your own guys, like, you should probably take damage from that, so. Okay, well, I mean, my army didn't really do much to them at all, did they? The first army has so many guys. Part of me is wondering if I could go back and fight the battle. Maybe I'll see if I have the save file going back to when it was just Barrendon and the garrison and not that extra army. I just don't know if that would be any better. Because, I mean, he still has all the thunderers and the grudge throwers, so. I don't know. I didn't do much damage at all compared to them. But I may do better if I have Vlad and Isabella around to buff them, so. Yeah. Anyway, that thought experiment failed, but that's what experiments are for. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. So, que sera, sera. And yeah, look at their blasting charges. Just, again, if they don't do friendly fire, that's just not right. It should do friendly fire. Alright, let's just see the damage from this. So yeah, then they're gonna go after probably Drakenhof. Oh, Elspeth's going after the tree hammers. Okay, so alright, I'm gonna go back to how things were before we fought that battle, and I'll see how that goes. But for this one, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end it there. So we'll see if we can recover from this in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you come back and see me in the next one.